Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, Monday, January 9th on a national championship Monday here with, of course, college football, the big game tonight, TCU, Georgia. But there are NBA games and an NBA card going on tonight as well, and we're breaking down the 6 games. Ian Cameron, Dutch Boy Fresh, Skee Profit, Trot Wham, we're all here, and we're all ready to break down the Monday card, an OG Monday edition of the NBA Pub Up Show. So let's get to it. We'll start with the Pelicans and the Wizards. Got Washington 1.5 point home favorites, 228.5 the total in this game. Both teams off consecutive losses over the weekend. Washington lost on the road to the Bucks and the Thunder, back-to-back road games. The Pelicans lost back-to-back games over the weekend as well. Brooklyn 108-102 at home. And then on a back-to-back in Dallas, they fall 127-117 to the Mavericks. So Pelicans looking to bounce back here from back-to-back losses, as are the Wizards. It looks like C.J. McCollum is going to play here tonight for the Pelicans. Still without, though, Brandon Ingram. Zion also both sidelined once again for the New Orleans Pelicans. Bradley Beal will be out for the Washington Wizards here in this one. I acknowledge the fact that the Washington Wizards have they have kind of exceeded my expectations a little bit, especially of lately. They've played a lot better basketball. New Orleans, though, to me, still the better of these two teams. I'm going to take a shot with the Pelicans here, plus 1.5. I just think they're a better basketball team without Zion, without Brandon Ingram. You've got this team off consecutive losses, I think, ready to get back on track here and back in the win column. So plus 1.5. Give me the Pelicans here. I think they get the job done. Skee, what do you think here? Any opinion on New Orleans, Washington?
Muted there. Yeah, I have an opinion here. And first thing I look at is just like the Wizards are the favorite, because I know Pelicans are like a 60% win team and the Wizards are under 500. So that tells me it's, some kind of situation or something that's favoring the Wizards. I know they have the rest advantage, and you talked about it. They both lost over the weekend, but before that, the Wizards have won like 5 in a row. I feel like they've been playing better basketball than the Pelicans. Pelicans, I think, have lost 4 of their last 5 games, and they don't even have a winning record on the road. So they're a 60% win team, but they're 7-11 straight up and against the spread on the road. So all of that combined with their top scorers being out, I got to roll with the Wizards side here. That's what I'm going with.
All right, going with Washington here. What do you think here, Dutch, with the Wizards hosting the Pels?
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. It's Medicaid Monday, so it's right. We got the loaded panel here with Skee and Wham Bam and our guy Bobano, man. Be sure to hit them motherfucking like buttons though. Run it up for us. I see the real ones holding it down in the chat. And always the young lady Tasha. Very nice to see you. Man. What Skee? I don't got an opinion on this motherfucking basketball game. So back with this motherfucker.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Wham. How about you? New Orleans, Washington.
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you, Dutch. I don't think I really want to push anything on this game, but if I would be on that Wizards spot. It does look like their spot. They're favored for a reason. That's the only way I'm looking, bro. But this is a backwood for me as well.
All right.
All right, fire it up. Milwaukee, New York now. We've got the Knicks, 1 point home favorites, 221.5 the total in this game. Of course, the Bucks now going on the road where they've been fairly mediocre this year, although they did win their last road game against the Raptors, a game they tried to give away, quite honestly, 104-101. They've survived in overtime. They are off an absolute blowout at the hands of Charlotte, 138-109 in their next game. They've just had some confounding losses, and there's just no consistency. There doesn't seem to be intensity half the time from this Bucks team. I just go through the motions kind of effort on so many occasions this year. Middleton's out. Everybody's expected to play other than that. RJ Barrett has missed some time recently for the New York Knicks, and he looks like there was hope he would be back tonight, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Still doubtful for tonight with the finger injury that he is still going through. So it looks like it's still going to be status quo. Brunson, Quickly, Grimes, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson. It's been the starting five the last few games for the Knicks and will be once again here tonight. This is a pass for me. I mean, the Knicks to me they've won 4 in a row. I don't want Milwaukee on the road. I know I don't want Milwaukee on the road right now. That's just 9-9 is not good enough in terms of their road record. That being said, the reason I'm staying off the Knicks is because you do have Milwaukee off a true embarrassment Friday night against the Charlotte Hornets, where they got just steamrolled. You shouldn't be losing at home to Charlotte. I don't care how disinterested you are, but you lose 138-109 at home against Charlotte. That's pretty damn embarrassing. So Milwaukee might show you something, but they've been too erratic on the road. So the game I went back and forth on. Maybe Giannis props. That's a great point. Billy Briz, shout out to him in the chat here. Usually when Milwaukee's off a bad game, the general leads the troops will follow. Well, usually the general for this team is Giannis, and you would think he's going to have a big game tonight for the Milwaukee Bucks. So the Giannis props are probably not a bad call there. What do you think here, Skee? Bucks, Knicks?
Yeah, I would look for Giannis rebounds and assists, something like that. But yeah, I'm not looking to really back the Bucks until. I mean, I backed them one time in this span, but they just been traveling too much all the way going back to Thanksgiving. Like they haven't had enough back-to-back home games for me, and I think that's why you see the effort level where it is, combined with the lineup. You know, it's too much inconsistency there too. So I'm gonna look towards the Knicks side. They have been playing better. They've won 4 games in a row, and they're the home team. They can get same season double revenge. So that's why I'm looking towards this Knicks side. Better defense lately, better offense, and I think it starts early. They've covered 8 of their last 10 first halves at the house. First halves in general on the season, they have a plus 3.6 margin compared to the Bucks, like plus or just around even. And the home road splits plus 5.8 for the Knicks first half, minus 0.9 for the Bucks. And the last 3 plus 13.3 for New York, minus 3.7 for Milwaukee. So early and often for me in this one. I don't think you even have to, pick one, but I like the Knicks first half and full game.
All right, first half full game split on the New York Knicks against the Bucks. That's the word I was thinking of, malaise. That's what Milwaukee's been doing the last couple of weeks. It's a malaise. I mean, this team just looks, disconnected right now. They're not emotionally engaged. They're going through the motions. They're just trying to get to the playoffs. That's kind of the way they've played. Very lethargic. That's another good word to describe Milwaukee lately. What do you think here, Dutch? Milwaukee, New York?
Yeah, I think that sounds like some bullshit. Just shout out to our guy DK though, Star Child. I see you, my man. Hey, real quick though, let's give a moment. Our guy Wham Bam about to pop the bottle. It is Lil Wham Bam, his birthday today. It's only right? We give a little salute to our little man Wham Bam. Happy birthday to you.
We were trying to wish him happy birthday before the show. He wouldn't even stick around for it.
Yeah, man. But happy birthday, Lil Wham Bam. Hope he's capping these motherfucking games sooner than later.
I was wondering when Wham's going to realize he's on mute.
I know. I didn't realize it. Yeah, I just realized it now. But no, shout out to the little man. But no, mostly, bro, he was really trying to back with the hell out of that Wizards game. That's what he really was trying to do. Okay. Hey man, just chill out, watch the show. We almost done. But yeah, man, toast to that, bro. But yeah, I'm sorry, Dutch, finish your. My fault, bro. I ain't trying to finish
Sam Comer, I see you, my man. Good shit to see you in the chat. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm like, why the fuck did this number move so bad? And I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty intrigued to hear what the fuck Skee said. And then until he started talking, I'm like, I don't even want to hear this shit no more. And he just kept going and going, I'm like, fuck, man. Hey, but no, it's Milwaukee, goddammit. It's spirited motherfucking deer. And you can have your first half. I'm taking full fucking game, and that's just real talk. Believe it, Skee. I'm taking full game. They beat these motherfuckers 5 times in a row. I mean, come on, man. They got embarrassed. You talked about Giannis having a bad performance. Or Milwaukee having a bad performance. Giannis had 9 fucking points, all right? Like 4 rebounds, minus 21. They got smacked the fuck around. Embarrassing. They will step up. And let's just talk about it, man. The Knicks are too fucking small, bro. They really are too fucking small. You got Grimes quickly and Jalen Brunson. Now, Brunson's a stud, but these are your 3 guards. Come on, man. Get the fuck out the way. Giannis is going to be doing his thing. Look for Drew to have a big game. Bobby Portis did his thing last time he played against these boys. Really the only one that had a good game the other night. He'll do it. He's obviously an old Knickerbocker. He'll come back. I look for this whole team to be playing up-tempo, fierce basketball. Most importantly, no Barrett as well. He had 26 against these boys last month or late November, and they still lost at the crib by 6 to Milwaukee. Even a better spot here for the Bucks, I believe, after that embarrassing performance against the Charlotte Hornets on the crib. Ski touched about they've been traveling a lot. This is only the second time they traveled since the 28th of December. So I believe these boys well rested, ready to go. Fear the motherfucking deer. Full game. It's good money, man.
All right, Bucks full game for Dutch. Wham, how about you here?
Yeah, I couldn't cut that off, bro, because I'm feeling the same way, low key. I think the Bucks are probably in prime spot, but I'm keying in on the prop, man. I like the Giannis spot, but I'm going to Bobby Portis. How many double-doubles have he had consecutively, bro? And it's at plus 210. Come on, man. Let me get that, bro. I think Bobby Portis does have the good advantage tonight. You guys mentioned it. It's going to be some small players out there, and you know how he takes advantage there. So give me the double-double. I'm not going to make it that much of a complicated spot. Peep the last stats. He hit it 7 straight times. Plus 210. Bobby Portis double-double, man.
All right, there you go. Bobby P, double-double here for the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. All right, Chicago Bulls and Boston Celtics. We got Boston 8.5-point home favorites, and the total in this one around 235. Big total here. You would expect in this one, 8.5-point favorite for the Celtics in this game. All right, I'm doing it. I'm buying in on Chicago. I'm on them plus 8.5 here tonight in this game. I'm starting to see some improvement. They've won 3 in a row. Brooklyn was impressive to end their losing streak the way they did. Beat Philadelphia right after that, 126-112. Winning cover at home against Utah in their last game, and they've done nothing but give Boston fits. They've covered, 7 of the last 8 head-to-heads against the Celtics. This year, they're 3-0 ATS in the 3 regular season meetings up till this point, including 2 straight-up wins. They went to Boston November 4th. They only lost by 4. I mean, there's no evidence of Boston beating this team by margin or having an easy time of it. And now Marcus Smart's out, one of your best defenders, going into this game for the Celtics. So that's definitely going to hurt, no question about that. Looks like the Bulls might get Alex Caruso back from a 2-game absence due to an ankle injury. Looks like he might be back for the Bulls. And other than that, they're fairly healthy. I mean, Javonte Green may not play, but other than that, they've got pretty much all the main pieces on tap here in this game. Boston from a point spread perspective lately, they've also cooled off a little bit. Boston just 1-4 ATS their last 5 games. In fact, as bigger than 3-point favorites their last 4 games, they're 0-4 or 0-4 ATS laying 4 points or more in their last 4 games. So for me, I'm going to take Chicago here, plus 8.5, just a few too many points in this one. And also from a prop standpoint, there's a couple here. DeMar seems to show out well in these bigger matchups. Nikola Vucevic too. That Bruins. I'm getting my sports mixed up. Celtics front court, a little dicey, maybe tonight. So maybe Vucevic can have a big night for the Bulls here in this one. But yeah, I like Chicago plus points. What do you think here, Skee? Bulls and Celtics.
Yeah, I probably look at Vucevic rebounds. I like the Bulls here, first off, just because I feel like they've been playing better basketball. I think they've won 3 in a row. And the last 5 game stats all point their way. Celtics, like you said, have only covered 1 game lately, the last 5. And Bulls, they've just been playing well versus the conference, versus the good teams. Versus 55% win teams or better. They're 9-2-2 against the spread. So I can only look towards taking them plus the 8.5. And the total, I don't know. Maybe they're just saying it opened up too high lately. I know the Bulls have gone over 6 of their last 8 games. Boston likes to play up tempo. You got 2 bottom 10 defensive rated teams the last 5 games. Bulls number 4 offensive rated and Celtics 11. So I don't know. I see more offense. Both teams really good shooting the 3. They're top 10. And the one thing that worries me on the Bulls side is they're not really good defending the perimeter. They're second worst. So if the Celtics can contribute a little bit and, Bulls can do their part, I think we can still get over. I'm not sure why it's going down. And I do also like the Chicago side.
Yeah, I would lean over the total too. I think automatically whenever I see Marcus Smart a no-go for Boston, I think, hey, that defense is going to suffer a little bit. And that's going to lead to maybe some overs with Boston when you don't see him on the floor. What do you think here, Dutch? Chicago, Boston?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy, Don Mack. Sweaty Butcher in the building. Good to see you, my man. I like what you was showing on Twitter earlier today. Very lovely. Yeah, he's showing love for the Celtics. We ain't seen Mr. Trifecta in the building yet, so I'm feeling pretty good. And I'm about to be the third motherfucker that vows right here for the Chicago Bulls tonight. 8.5 is just too many goddamn points. They've been playing good basketball. They are 6-1. You guys gave a lot, so let me just give a little bit. 6-1 ATS last 7 on 1 day's resting. Boston plays down to the competition, 1-5-1. Against a number last 7 against teams with a losing record. Chicago, Skee, I said Chicago's playing their best basketball right now. Plays up to the competition as well. Not too many times we could say that you can really match Tatum and JB. Obviously, I'm taking them 2 over DeRozan or Levine, but both of these boys can hoop, and they will play basketball tonight. I believe it. Big Vooch should be able to get his as well. They're trying to get Robert Williams back in the mix a little bit. Probably see more minutes of him. But yeah, 8.5 is too much. I would say Chicago, Boston wins this basketball game, but I believe it will be a basketball game. So give me 8.5. I like that look.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they lost by 4 when they went to Boston earlier this year, Chicago, and then they won 2 games in Chicago. But there's been no evidence of Boston coming close to winning by double digits against the Bulls.
They covered 4. My bad. They covered 4 straight in Beantown too, as well as you mentioned, like a lot in the 7 of the last 8 overall. So,
yep. And by the way, both teams played last on Saturday, so 1 day off. There's nobody on a back-to-back or no schedule advantage. It's even in that regard. So. Keep that in mind as well. What do you think here, Wham, Chicago and Boston?
Yeah, man. Like my boy Dutch said, you guys hit on everything, man. 7 of the last 8 meetings, as far as what they've been doing recent for them, like Skee was saying, it kind of all matches up. Take the Bulls, bro. So I think that's the case, and I agree with the over as well. I think 19th in offense, opponents points per game over the last 5 games, and number 22nd in opposing points per game the last 5 games, as far as 118 is what the Boston Celtics has been doing. So thinking over here, that's probably the way I'm going to go, taking the Bulls and over. I think you guys are talking me for sure on the Bulls. I was thinking leaning the Bulls, but I think that may be the play here, consensus play for us.
Home off a 4-game road trip as well, Boston. So there's another somewhat negative for them going into the game tonight, too. First game after a 4-game trip.
But Bono, we all love the Bulls, and the chat all loves the Celtics.
We got a collision of forces here: the chat force and the OG Pub Hub force.
That's why they watching us, though. That's why they watching us. We're trying to get y'all in the right direction.
Often, though. Like I'm seeing all Celtics in the chat, like Star Child, Butcher, like a lot of Celtic love in the chat.
Yeah,
we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, I know throw that public dog stuff in the garbage. I don't care about line movement. You know that. I'm not a big fan of caring about line movement and all this stuff. I think it's a good bet. It's a good bet. All right, next up, we've got San Antonio and Memphis. Memphis, 11.5 point home favorites, 237.5 being the total in this one. San Antonio Spurs, 13-27, how about 5-13 straight up on the road. Tank Nation, as I like to call them. There's a bunch of teams I think you could put in that category. Although, to be quite honest with you, San Antonio, they've been losing, but they've actually been competitive here in some recent games. Dallas, they beat the Knicks once. They've lost only by 3 at the Garden to them in the rematch. Detroit, they won by 12. And then, of course, 5-point loss to Boston. So it's not easy to lay points against San Antonio based on some of these recent results. But Memphis is playing some good ball, 6 straight wins, 5-1 against the spread, their last 6 games. That being said, earlier this year, they played in San Antonio, and Memphis is a 6-point road favorite, escaped with a 124-122 win in overtime. I'm probably going to stay off the side here. I mean, we are talking, Memphis looks like they're all hands are on deck, I believe, tonight. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I think Jaw is going to play, although he's still listed as questionable. Same with Steven Adams for the Grizzlies. We'll see if they're in the lineup. They're laying a big number, 11.5, 12 in this game. I'm probably going to stay off the side. I do like the over, though. I think this game will see points. Memphis has gone over in 3 straight. They've been just lighting it up offensively. And San Antonio, again, while they've been scoring better lately, they still give up a shit ton at the defensive end of the court, which is a big reason why they're a whopping 9-1 over the total in their last 10 games. So high total, but high for a reason. I think it still goes up and over. Skee, what do you think here? Grizzlies hosting the Spurs.
I think this is a backwood or nothing to do with it.
All right.
All right. How about you, Dutch?
Yeah, man. Keep that motherfucker up there, man. Keep that motherfucker up there.
All right.
No need.
Ring around the. You know what you're doing? You
Ring
guys are
around the
doing what the
Rosie.
Chiefs did. You guys are doing what the Chiefs did on.
All right. Yeah.
Ring around the Rosie with the Grizzlies and Spurs game right here on the NBA Pub Up, like the Chiefs when they were clowning the Raiders on Saturday with that little move, which was pretty something. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I'm like, they're really doing ring around the Rosie, pocket full of Posey here with the Raiders. Wow, that's when you know you don't respect your opponent when you're seeing that.
Yeah, that's some fun. Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Disrespectful.
The fucking
I
Raiders.
was like, what the fuck am I watching here?
This motherfucking spectful, bro. That's
Yeah,
what that
that's
was.
right.
For real.
Exactly
We
what
expect
that
that
was.
from like some third string quarterback type of shit, not fucking Kansas City, bro. Patrick Mahomes, what the fuck?
Yeah, no,
Dirty.
that's just we think we're better than you, and we think you suck, and we're gonna basically show you we think that.
Yeah, and
way
that's
when
shitting on
we're
your
up that.
division rivalry.
Yeah,
You know, that's like shitting on the Raiders when they're down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, knocking them down. Like they've already been kicked the shit out of them, all season long. Everybody's done it. So why you keep doing it? And now they got nothing left. Lakers and Nuggets now. Next up, we've got the Denver Nuggets. They're 13-point favorites now. It's 12.5, 13 is where this number's climbed from an opener of 8.5, and the total 237.5 here in this game. You know what? This has obviously climbed quite a bit because of obviously everything that's going on with the Lakers. AD's still out, Reeves still out, Walker still out for the LA Lakers. And apparently it looks like LeBron also out now with the ankle injury. Russell Westbrook is, again, the lone soldier, the lone ranger, if you will, for the LA Lakers from the big guns playing in this game. So it's going to, you know what you do? You bet Westbrook props. There's no LeBron. There's no AD. Who the hell's going to get it done offensively for them? Yeah, Russell Westbrook. So he's got to carry the load here for the Lakers in this game. No, you know what? I've been riding the Laker games over the total. Denver's been trending that way. 5-1 to the over their last 6 games. And you look, and to me, this should get over the number because the Lakers are still going to struggle defensively, which they've done throughout the time that AD's been out. Denver's not exactly playing great defense consistently one game to the next, and they certainly are lighting it up offensively. But the one concern is LeBron's points have been a huge part of these Laker games going over. Like he has been scoring in bunches. You're not going to have that tonight. Can it still get over the total without LeBron? I'm going to hope so. I'm going to hope so because I'm going to still bet over. And the good news is I waited on this. It opened 240. It's down to 237. So at least I'm getting the better number now. But I am going to hop in on the over again. I cashed the Laker overs twice this weekend. Atlanta Lakers over was my best bet Friday night on the NBA Pub Hub show. We cashed it. I'm back to the well with it again here. Even though I am concerned no LeBron means that's a lot of offense missing for the Lakers. The way he's been scoring and shooting lately. What do you think here, Skee? Lakers, Nuggets?
I bet this one already before LeBron was out. I bet over, and I still think Lakers will play up tempo. I mean, it'll be the rush show, right? And he want to play fast. And both of these teams, last 5 games, have been number 1, number 2 offensive rated teams. So if we can get that tonight, I still think we have a chance to get up and over. And rush props, I probably will look there, rebounds, assists, something like that.
Yeah, status quo when LeBron's missing. Russell's got to even do more at the offensive end of the basketball court. I'm with you. I'm sticking to the over. I like it still, even without LeBron. And it can get there. We've been riding this train a lot. Like I said, that was the best bet on Friday for me was that Hawks-Lakers game over. So I'm back to the well. Dutch, what do you think here? Lakers-Nuggets?
Our boy Star Child said that they got props for Westbrook missed shots. Yeah, he probably bet that one too, though. No lie, but yeah, he gonna fill it up all the way. Turnovers, stats. He'll fill up the whole complete stat sheet.
Westbrook shot attempts would be a great prop. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Nutflesh Allen. I see you, my man. Happy New Year, you bro. Happy motherfucking New Year to the fam. Yeah, man. I kind of like the Lakers here, but man, do I really want to do that stuff to my life, man? I like my life pretty good. I don't really need to add any extra added stress. And taking the Lakers, man. I've been honestly like tempted to do it lately, and it's fucking like, damn. I'm kind of like, why haven't I? But like they impressed me against the Atlanta. No LBJ though, but it's the NBA, man. And in these days that we watch the NBA, no LBJ, that might mean these boys, the whole fucking roster is playing lights the fuck out. It's a lot of points in the NBA basketball game. Our boy Sam Comer liking Denver. I see a lot of love for Denver, Denver all the way around. First quarter, first half in the chat, full game. But man, I would only look honestly. LA, they're playing since that New Year, man. Since they popped the bottle, like our boy Wham Bam. I mean, they've been playing pretty good basketball. It don't matter who the fuck's playing. LBJ been missed a couple of these games, and they still showed up and played. So I'm not going to get in their way. Best of luck to everybody riding the Nuggets, though.
Well, you remember what happened the last time the Lakers were without LeBron, right? Against Miami. Everybody was betting the shit out of Miami. Do you know what happened? Yeah, exactly. One outright is 8.5-point dogs. So that's why I'm not on Denver here. I'm not chasing a bad number with Denver now. I'm not doing it. What do you think here, Wham?
Yeah, so that was the only win that they had without LeBron and AD. It was that one right there that you mentioned with Miami. Very interesting game here, bro. Like you said, you want to normally go straight to Westbrook, but I mean, the guy that's been killing and hooping right there alongside LeBron has been Dennis Schroeder, bro. Dennis Schroeder going crazy. 3-point prop has been amazing, but they've been holding it out. They know that one is kind of famous. That one is almost famous there. Thomas Bryant is definitely famous. What type of double-double spread he's been on. I'm looking at those two guys if I'm going to bet anything with the Lakers. Other than that, I think the Nuggets kind of had their way with us, bro. You see the line is kind of going out of control. I don't expect us to win here like we did again in that Miami game. Again, it was 3 opportunities that they had without AD and LeBron. They only win was that Miami game that you're talking about.
All right, we got Orlando and Sacramento now to wrap things up for this Monday card. It is Sacramento 6-point home favorites. The total 237 here in this one. Sacramento, they just lost to the aforementioned LA Lakers on Saturday night as 7.5-point home favorites, 136-134 in that game. We'll see if they can bounce back from that here tonight as they take on the Orlando Magic. The Magic, by the way, they're off a very impressive, actually, 115-101 win at Golden State on Saturday night. Just so friggin' frustrated because I kind of wanted to take Orlando, but I was on Golden State against Detroit. They finally lost and failed to cover at home, and I wanted to go against them with Orlando because I thought Orlando could be live there. I'm like, wait a minute, Golden State just lost at home. Do you really want to go against Golden State at home again? And sure enough, Orlando beat them. So I'm frustrated that I didn't take Orlando on Saturday against Golden State. Orlando, they went through they were hot as a firecracker, of course, most of December. I was riding this team a bunch. Then they went on a little bit of a cold spell. They lost 3 in a row. But now they've won 2 of their last 3. Remember, they lost on a back-to-back to Memphis, and they only lost by 8, and it was a tough spot, so to keep that in mind. But one thing's for sure, and I have a feeling Skee might be thinking the same thing. Do you really want to lay points of this magnitude with Sacramento? Do you really want to do that at this point in time? 10-point favorites lost outright to Charlotte. 7.5-point favorites at home to Washington, lost outright. 3.5-point favorites to Denver, they won by a point. 3.5-point favorites against Utah, they won by a point. 2-point favorites at home against Atlanta, they lost outright. 7.5-point favorites against the Lakers, they lost outright. That's been the recent Sacramento form as favorites. I know they're fully healthy. I know Bol is still out for Orlando, but I'm on Orlando here, +6. I've seen too much crap from this team as big favorites, as favorites of this kind of point spread range to trust them. Simple as that. I like Orlando here, +6. Magic for me. What do you think here, Skee? Magic and King.
Yeah, you summed it up. I don't like Orlando on the road, though, but am I laying points like this with Sacramento? Hell no. What you going to do with your favorite team, Dutch? You laying these points?
Right, I cut that bitch early, bro. All right, I ain't gonna lie, because Sacramento very suspect of late. All right, 0-6 at the crib, ATS last 6. All right, 1-7 overall last 8 against the numbers. So, man, they haven't been too fond of these boys of late, but I do think Fox and Sabonis and these boys are in a prime spot to get right. I'm not really in the mood of having these 7 points to win a basket to cover a game at the crib. But first quarter, first half seems like a very good spot. We got some love for the Kings full game here as well. But yeah, man, I could only look the Kings here. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I'm definitely looking full game. First half, first quarter here. Gonna look a little more in. But these two teams did play a tough basketball game already in November. It went to overtime. Kings win in Orlando 126-123. So it should be a very entertaining basketball game. I just feel like it is a Sacramento spot. So kind of got to shoot, right? So I would expect for them to come out pretty aggressive. And also Orlando pretty, got to be a little fat happy after going in and winning as a 7-point dog in the Bay. So I would look for the Kings to probably get right here.
Yeah, that's the one and only concern I have with Orlando. When you're coming off that kind of win against a team like Golden State, do you bring it the next time out? That's the only concern. But again, I still like them. I'm starting to rev up that Orlando cashing freight train again, like I had going there for a month from late November to like mid-December. I was just betting Orlando every game. I don't know if we'll get back to that, but tonight I do like them. It's just I don't trust Sacramento as chalk. And again, one of the last, I believe, 5 wins for Sacramento has been by more than this point spread. So not a team. A lot of their wins, when they do win, they've been close. They've been like 1, 2 point, 3 point victories. What do you think here, Wham?
Yeah, man, you're right. I think you're right. I like this Orlando team. I think everybody kind of already know. I wouldn't bet the season win total over if I didn't, bro. So I do like this Orlando team. I think Bobo, when he comes back, it is going to make an adjustment. And when Isaac finally comes back, it seems like he's almost there. You know what I'm saying? Just about there. But I think I agree with you as well, Dutch. I think this is a prime spot for Sacramento. Man, that game with the Lakers was terrible, bro. They really don't play no defense, man. They have no communication on defense. They don't really talk to each other. That's a problem in basketball at all. If you're not talking to each other, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't like each other, but if you're not talking to each other, you can't really play that much good defense, and they're not doing anything of that nature. In this game, I can only go over, but they're putting this at a premium. 237.5 is ridiculous. I'm not touching that against a team that I can't really trust here. For the most part, though, bro, like if I'm going to be involved in here, I think the chat is right on point. Sam, first quarter. Elliot V, I think even Star Child said they like the first half with the Sacramento Kings. That's the only way I'm going to be betting here. If I'm betting this game, I'm going to think about getting in and getting out with Sacramento and then get away from the rest of the game. I think you're muted, Babano.
But I will say this about this one. Orlando had Sacramento dead at home back in November earlier this year. I think it was 64-47 for the Magic, 65-47 for the Magic at halftime over the Kings back in November in Orlando. Lo and behold, Orlando blows the game. It goes to overtime, and they lose in overtime to Sacramento. That's a little more meaningful. You don't forget something like that. You're up by 18 against Sacramento at half, and you lose the game at home to them. That was back in November when these teams played. I think that's another thing that fuels Orlando and avoids them falling into a letdown after the big win against Golden State. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. All right, great stuff. That's the Monday NBA card. Thanks to everyone in the chat for joining us. Join us 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's going to be a ram, bam, slam. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be tons of people in the house. I mean, you name it. It's going to be the entire college football Pub Hub crew is going to be there. Me, Connor Mack, DJ Big Boss, Big Ragu, Jimmy the Bag hosting, of course. We'll probably see Sharpie. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of people live on the stream. It's our live college football national championship game, bet stream, TCU, Georgia, 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight right here on Pub Sports Radio. So make sure you join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun and make some money along with us as well. Just tune in. I'll have the beers cranking tonight and just sitting back watching what's hopefully a great national championship game, or the champagne or the vino, whatever the case may be. And join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Pub Sports Radio for that. All right, we got our best bets. We got Dutch's freshest look, all coming up right after we hear from Manscaped and Southtown 101. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live. What is that? A flying projectile there where Wham was right now? Looked like it just
What
now.
was that? Huh?
Yeah, the way your boy was flying out off the screen there was just funny. Just when we brought you back onto the screen, that was great. But anyway, manscaped.com, promo code PubSports, 20% off your purchase and free shipping with promo code PubSports. All right, best bets here and Dutch's freshest look here for a Monday. Skee, we'll start with you. What do you like for best bet?
Same season, double revenge. Give me the Knicks. I got them +1, but -1, same difference. They're going to get the job done tonight.
All right, New York Knicks at the house, at the world's most famous arena to get it done. Pick'em range against Milwaukee. Best bet for Skee. Dutch, what do you got? Freshest look.
Man, fresh look, man. Ski, that's some bull ass shit. All right, man. Fear the motherfucking deer. Believe it. Hey, give me full motherfucking game. Fear the deer. It's good money, man. Giannis East, the whole motherfucking crew. Smack around 6 straight. Here we come. Let's go.
There you go. All right. We got a little head-to-head action here. Best bet for Skee on the Knicks. Freshest look for Dutch on the Bucks. And a pick 'em against the Knicks. All right, Wham. Best bet.
Hey, I guess I'm siding with my boy Dutch here because I'm going Bobby Portis double-double. Best bet for me. Hit 6 consecutive times. If you're scared, go to church. Take the over 8.5 rebounds. That one hits 8 times in a row. Let's get that money, though, with Bobby Portis tonight. Double-double +210.
There it is. A good price there. +210, Bobby P, for a double-double for Wham here on the Milwaukee Bucks with Bobby Portis double-double. Best bet. I'm going to give you 2 best bets. Yeah, short card, but actually I couldn't decide between these 2 sides, so I'm going to give you 2 of them. We're going to go Chicago +8.5 against Boston, and we're going to go back to the last game we talked about, Orlando +6 against Sacramento. I think it's not a letdown spot. They blew a game against Sacramento at home this year and lost in overtime. Payback time. And we don't trust the Kings laying points, do we? Not me. Not this better. Orlando +6 against Sacramento. Chicago +8.5 against Boston. There you go. A rare 2-step of best bets here on the Monday card. That'll wrap it up. Thanks to everyone in the chat for joining us. Hit the like button. We appreciate it very much. A reminder, live betcast, TCU, Georgia, college football national title game tonight right here on Pub Sports Radio. A cast of your favorite characters joining the live bet stream tonight. Make sure you tune in for it. It'll be a lot of fun. Make some money as well. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button for Skee, for Dutch, for Wham. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Monday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. And we will talk to you again tomorrow on Tuesday with Dutch, with Durrell, and with Billy Briz in the house for a Tuesday edition of the NBA Pub Up Show right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. I can't lie. I can't wait to see Drew just swarm that little motherfucker Jalen up all night long tonight, man. It's going to be a good thing. Hey, salute to the real ones in the chat, though. Appreciate y'all holding us down. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.